Be part of, because quite literally it could save your life. And this is the NDTV Fortis Health for You campaign that we are kicking off out here right now, and we're going to be taking you through over the next period of a few months lots and lots of things to do with your health and how they can become really, really important. Now, it has particularly become notable in the recent times that the infectious diseases which once used to kill a lot of people aren't quite that much anymore. They aren't as dangerous, or if they are as dangerous, at least there are some solutions for them. But in a number of other places, lifestyle diseases and others, they are continuing to be out there, and they are becoming bigger killers than ever. So I want to first start off by welcoming Malvinder and Shivinder of Fortis, who are our partners in this entire exercise. Thank you both so much for being with us and for partnering with us in bringing this campaign to everybody. And Deepika Padukone, it's such a pleasure to have you with us. And on a big day for you as well, Finding released, and it's getting great response, so congratulations for that. And we'll be delighted to have your views. Prannoy, of course, but you know, Prannoy is great at Heart Institute, noted cardiologist, and we also have with us Dr. Vivek Jawali, who's the chairman of the Cardiovascular Science and Medical Advisory Council at Fortis in Bangalore. And it's also a pleasure to have with us Vivek Phansarkar, who's a Joint Commissioner of the Mumbai Police, who's sitting up with us here. And it's going to be talking about how in some of the more active professions, you know, we can figure out how to stay healthy and remain healthy as well. We also have with us a great number of case studies whom we are going to go to. Their stories have a very powerful message for all of us and for our health, including changes that they've made in their lives, including concerns that they've had in their lives. And from hearing from all of them, we will, I guess, get many important lessons for ourselves. But Malvinder, why don't I start off with you first?
Today, and I would say especially in India, we're all very used to taking our health for granted. When we look at health, when we look at hospitals and healthcare, we primarily look at them as areas when we are sick, when we need to go for treatment. So really, we are in a business.
You have grown up with it, right? You're from a sporting background, so some of those lessons must be ingrained in you by now.
Absolutely, and I think you know, we pay so much to enroll in a gym and to get the fanciest trainers, but it actually begins with us, and it begins in the most simplest way. If you live in a building, take the stairs. If you're at an airport, use the stairs. Don't use the escalator. Walk up and down the stairs. If you live 15-20 minutes away from your workplace, you can walk to your workplace. I think we've made our lives more complicated than we should. It's very, very important for us to take that 1 hour for ourselves. It's not being selfish. And being a woman, I want to say that to all the women out there specifically, it's okay to not tend to your children or to your husband or to your work for just that 1 hour for yourself. Keep that time for yourself every day, whether it's in the morning or in the evening. Do a little bit of yoga, or even like he said, you know, just 30 minutes is all you need to just keep your heart going, and it makes a difference to not just the way you look or the way it makes a difference to the way you feel. And I think that kind of shows in your aura as well. You carry this positive energy with you when you're feeling good about yourself. I think we also underestimate the power of sleep. I think the youth especially, I think we've all started compromising on sleep, and just 8 hours of quality sleep can make a huge difference to your day. Drinking lots of water, I think something as basic as that, we don't realize how important drinking water is. So it's these little things, I think the changes that we can make in our lifestyle that will make a huge difference to our overall well-being.
Okay, the sleep part is slightly touchy because it was 3:30 in the morning yesterday when I last slept. We're going to be speaking to Dr.
I think it just proves the point. But I think, Vikram, to your point, I think preventive, certainly being in the business for the last 15 years, I think one of the things that we've seen, and maybe the docs can kind of elaborate on that, is that cure can only take you that far back to where you were. But if you're able to prevent yourself and do the right stuff, it can keep you healthy, and there's nothing more than that. And I think as a country today, we as citizens don't actually take too much interest in that space. And I think therefore these kind of platforms and programs are very, very important for us as a nation and also as an individual. I think we have to get to the point of saying that my health is my responsibility. And cardiac, for some reason, the heart is something which is much, much more emotive to us as individuals than any other organ. But both the advice that Malvinder and Deepika gave actually help us actually staying preventive on a full body basis, which is very, very critical. Because the impact of that, if you have a cardiac heart attack or you have a stroke or whatever, getting back to normal lifestyle is actually virtually impossible. Wait a minute. One sec. One person just died of cardiac disease. Every second in this country, one person dies of cardiac disease. 1 second. 2 seconds, and one person is born with a congenital heart disease. In our country, this problem is epidemic. Every second a person, and every second literally a person dies of a heart attack. And the unfortunate part in our country is that 80% of these are preventable if either done preventive care or done early diagnosis. And we don't do that either which way. And the way I see it, being in the other side of the spectrum, is that we are often seen taking care more of our cars than we take care of our bodies.
Yeah.
Even if a car has a little chink in the noise or the gas is low, we go straight to the workshop. But our body has chinks all the time. We don't do anything about that. So I think it's a function of changing our own mindset and saying that this is important for me. And I have to do that first before I can do any other service or responsibility for anybody else.
All right, that's well put. Pranay, an excellent idea.
Yeah, you know that if you are to, the comment is, if you sit for 2 hours, it's like smoking a pack of cigarettes. And if you're in a flight for 8 hours, which he's been, it's like smoking a carton of cigarettes.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Is it
that bad?
true? Is it also true that you burn 1 calorie a minute by just standing? I've read this somewhere.
Yeah,
so I think we should all stand.
Yeah, that's it. Let me get you in on a couple of these rather interesting points that are being made. A, if these are active professions, I mean, a policeman is standing, he's walking, he's out there all the time. Why then are so many of them having cardiac problems?
No, see, because
I agree.
Deepika, hang on. What were you saying? Do you agree with that?
I agree.
See, a good mind keeps a healthy body, and a good paratha keeps a good mind.
Okay, so there you are. So, we're going to have to dive into all of this, as you can see, in some detail to really come down to...
is a matter of heart.
So we've all agreed that we should exercise. The rest of it we probably still need to